Hey guys, this is Imp from Black Talon Gaming. I want to welcome you back to my Fallout 4 videos because right now I've got a system that is able to play Fallout 4 again, so I've tried to salvage some of my old save games. I've managed to salvage the one where I built a strip club at Starlight Cinema. The other one, my main save that I was using for Surviving the Wasteland, did not fare so well, so unfortunately I won't be able to continue that, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue on with this save, and I'm going to do a lot of settlement builds and building and, you know, creating unique, cool structures and stuff like that, so you're going to see a lot of that. And I'd like to start out for a couple weeks. I'm just going to review some of the settlements that I had already built in this save. Some of these I've updated real recently. Some of them I've not. There's one or two new ones, and I'm just going to do one a week. And on Fridays, after I get done reviewing them or whatever, I'll start showing you new builds and new ideas I have. And yeah, some of these are pretty cool. So today we're going to go ahead and take a look at Fort Rocket, which is of course Red Rocket. And yeah, so if we at night it looks a little bit better. If we get up close here, it says Fort Rocket right there. You know, and some signs from better stores. So in this save game, I've got a mod running that allows me to use every single Red Rocket as a I use them as fire bases, and occasionally if there's a really big one I make it into a fortress like this one. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this one. Now this one has a lot of concrete structures. In fact, it's almost entirely concrete, which you know, definitely not in with the lore. In my headcanon, I guess you could say, call it that. I just pretend that we got a lot of construction equipment from Wicked Shipping, and Wicked Shipping, due to a mod, is actually a settlement in here. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick look at this fortification, and this is based upon my experience in the military and what I think, you know, like an organized faction like the Minutemen would actually need in a command center. So let's go ahead and begin our tour of Fort Rocket. Alright, so when we enter first through the main gate, we come across the parking lot and the former refill stations right over here. To our left is going to be our granary and our farm fields. Now Fort Rocket does not produce a lot of food. I produce just enough so that it's not too heavy in the red, so it's not drawing too heavily. There are other settlements, including the trade town and the aforementioned strip club, which take a lot more food. Thank you, Ada. I know it's new to you. Alright. I'm also using some mods that allow me to set taxes so that I get a little bit more income. Tax at the cost of happiness. It works out really well. I like it. So that way you can optimize your settlement. Let's go ahead and take a look around. So here's the farm field where I've got Sheffield, whatever the fuck his name is. This crazy junk. He's over here doing some farming, and he's in a Minuteman uniform. Everybody at this facility, with the exception of civilian contractors, wear Minuteman uniforms.
Thanks.
And there's
like I can finally think straight.
you're welcome. There's a couple of civilian contractors over here, and we'll take a look at them in a minute. The only store, or no, one of two stores that I have here is a weapons facility. This is just for me to get ammo when I go exploring. There's not too much to explore in the northwest anymore, so I really don't use this. I'm just, you know, alright, let's go ahead. Alright, so there's the granary. There's a weapons store. Okay, 3 merchants. I forgot about this one. So here's obviously our clinic, our medic area. You need a troop clinic for any base. That's a definite must. And one of the cool things is these walls here that I have surrounding the buildings, surrounding Fort Rocket. I built the support structures literally directly into the walls, so these are all like linked together by foundation and walls. So that's pretty cool, and we'll take a look at that in a second. But in here we have our Minuteman medic. And as you can see, we can walk right up onto the walls to fire at somebody who's planning to do us harm. If we go out this door, we come to another door, and this is going to be the civil quarter. I'll show you that sign in the second there. And as you can see, it's an extension of the wall right here. If we go in here, we just have some civilian contractors who are, you know, I give them the Northern Rangers resource stations. I forgot what his name is, like Northern Ranger, I think. So they, you know, these resource stations, I can't use them, but they produce scrap and a little bit of caps, so it's really cool. And up top, we just have some beds for our civilian contractors. And if we go out this direction, we can walk right out onto the platform towards the rear door, the rear exit. We have one solar panel right there. Here's the front of the civil quarter, civil section. If we look right there, civil section right above it. So once again, this is the gate area. Nothing much here, just some guard posts right there, I believe, and there used to be a turret up top there, so and two there, one there as well. I'll figure those out. Alright, let's go to the other side, because I think the other side is a little bit more impressive, and as, like I said,
It's as simple as that.
like I said, everybody's wearing Minutemen uniforms except for the contractors. Alright, so here's the R&R area, which is just a bar. We have a dude producing bar stuff. And this is the more the Northern Rangers harvestable resources, and we have a bar right there. This is the barracks building, and once again, that's built directly into the wall. And this is 1st Company, or 1st Battalion A Company, Alpha Company. And down here, mess hall.
One of them synths here to spy on.
Civilians and Minutemen apparently eat here. There's a lot of people here, and I don't know why they're here, but that's alright. We have a shower facility. This guy's playing with his Jimmy. I don't know what the hell he's doing. I gotta. But that, yeah, that's a shower facility. Here we have the bunks with foot lockers, or wall lockers, excuse me. And more bunks with wall lockers. This is, once again, Alpha Company, 1st Battalion, 1st Infantry Battalion of the Minutemen. And up here we have the commander's quarters. The commander is this. She's this lady, and she's working, she's collecting taxes, because that's what the Minutemen do when they're not out doing shit. They collect taxes and donations. I imagine in my headcanon that the Minutemen don't necessarily collect an income tax. They collect minor sales taxes from, you know, stores that are on their property or whatnot, and then I guess they collect donations from people that they save. I don't know, it really wouldn't work because you'd need a lot of money. But whatever. So yeah, that's Fort Rocket. I showed it off previously. I just wanted to go ahead and update it again. Oh, I forgot the top. Let me go ahead and get the top out of the way. Once again, it's been a little while since I played on this save, so bear with me. Alright, so the very top, we have a couple of mail stations here. We have a tax collector here. We have a salvage beacon station right here. This allows me to plant salvage beacons in the world. And if you're not familiar with that mod, I'll talk about it later on another video. We have some guard posts and turrets up top. Too easy, too easy. And we also have our recruit beacon. I'm going to go ahead and shut this off because I think we're getting way too many people. And the very, very, very top is, of course, my office. There's nothing in here. It's just a desk and some filing cabinets. But yeah, so that's my Red Rocket build. Call it Fort Rocket. Anyhow, thanks for watching, and as usual, stay awesome. I'll see you next week with another Minutemen build. I think next week we're going to be taking a look at my build for Sanctuary. Peace.